Now I will discuss about chemical inputs. Chemicals inputs. Here, at first I will discuss about the food additive. What is food additives? The chemical substance which are used to improve the life, taste, odor, appearance and nutritive value of food is called food additive. There are many food additives and these are first is your food preservative, second is your artificial sweetener, next is your food color, next is your flavoring agent, fortifiers, emulsifier, foaming agent. At first, I will discuss about the food preservative. Food preservative are the chemical substance which is used to protect the food from the microorganisms like bacteria, yeast, molds, etc. So you can write the chemical substance which is used to protect the food from microorganisms like bacteria, yeast, molds, etc. are called food preservative. There are different type of food preservative. First is your antioxidant food preservative. Next is your anti-ripening food preservative. Next is your antimicrobial food preservative. At first I will discuss about the antioxidant preservative. This type of preservative are generally used to retard the chemical reaction and breakdown of the food when the food come in contact with the heat, light and other substance. So you can write this type of preservative are used to retard the chemical reaction and breakdown of food when the food come in contact with the oxygen, light, heat and certain material. There are many examples of antioxidant food preservative. Number one is your butylated hydroxyanisole. It is shortly represented as B has a. Next is your butylated hydroxy toluene, that is shortly represented as BHT. These are used as an antioxidant preservative. Next is your tertiary butyl hydroquinone. Next is your propyl gallate. These are the examples of antioxidant preservative. Next I will discuss about the anti-ripening agent. These anti-ripening agent food preservatives are generally used. They are used to protect the foods like fruits and vegetable from ripening. These anti-ripening agents attack the enzymes which causes metabolism after harvesting. So we can write these chemicals attack the enzyme which causes metabolism of the food after harvesting. Some examples of anti-ripening agent are citric acid, ascorbic acid, and disodium salt of ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. These are the example of anti-ripening agent. Next I will discuss about the antimicrobial preservative. These preservatives are generally inhibit the growth of microorganisms like bacteria, yeast and mold. So we can write these chemicals are used to inhibit the growth of microorganisms like bacteria, yeast and molds. Examples of antimicrobial preservatives are sorbetes, ester of parahydroxy benzoic acid, sodium nitrite, calcium propionate, sodium benzoate are the example of antimicrobial preservative. This is all about your preservative. Next I will discuss about the artificial sweetening agent. These type of chemicals are generally used to increase the sweetness of the foods. So we can write these are the chemicals which give the sweetening effect of foods. That means increase the sweetness of the food and enhance its odor and flavor. At first I will discuss about the saccharin. Its chemical name is your orthosulfo benzoic imide This is an example of artificial sweetening agent. It is insoluble in water, but remember the sodium salt of saccharin is highly soluble in water, so we can write, but sodium salt of saccharin is highly soluble. It is 550 times sweeter than sugar on mass to mass. That means if you take 1 gram of sugar and 1 gram of saccharin, then the sweetness of 1 gram of saccharin is 550 times more than the sweetness of the 1 gram of sugar. It is biodegradable. It is biodegradable and do not give calorific value of food. It is a lifesaver of diabetics patient. It is released in urine, so more amount of saccharin is not present in our body. Next I will discuss about the another artificial sweetening agent, that is aspartame. It is the another artificial sweetening agent. It is methyl ester of dipeptide derivatives derived from phenyl alanine and aspartic acid. It is about 150 times sweeter than sucrose. It is unstable. It is unstable at cooking temperature, so it is not added during cooking of the food. It cannot be used in soft drink and cold food. Next artificial sweetening agent is allicin. Is a more stable than aspartame during cooking. It is 2000 times sweeter than sucrose, so it is very difficult to control the sweetness of allicin. Next artificial sweetening agent is sucralose. It is a trichloro derivative of sucrose. It is stable at cooking temperature and baking temperature. It is about 600 times sweeter than sucrose. Next artificial sweetening agent is cyclamate, having chemical name N-cyclo hexyl sulfamate. It is 7 times sweeter than sucrose. If you take a mixture of slicamate and saccharin in 10:1, then the sweetness of the mixture is more than both saccharin and slicamate. So you can write mixture of cyclamate and saccharin (10:1) found more sweeter than cyclamate and saccharin. This is all about the artificial sweetening agent. Next, I will discuss about the another food additive, that is your antioxidant. These chemicals are generally used in the processed food like potato, chips, biscuit, etc. So we can write the chemical which are added to the processed food like potatoes, chips, biscuit, breakfast, cereal, to prevent the oxidation of fats and subsequent the spoilage of food. Some examples of antioxidant are butylated hydroxytoluene, that is shortly represented as BHT. Next is your butylated hydroxyanisole, that is shortly represented BHA. Next is your gallic acid. Next is your propyl gallate. These are the example of antioxidant. Sulfur dioxide and metabisulfite are used as preservative and also used as an antioxidant for wine, beer, sugar syrups, dried foods and vegetable. This is all about your chemistry in everyday life.